Everyone, we're Steveston, London. Are we supposed to start now?
I have a thing to on this for later.
No, that's not, well, can you give us 2 minutes? No, stay there. Let us get through this stuff because also too, there's an announcement that involves you guys. So, Richmond Board of Education acknowledge and thanks the first people of the Hunkaminam language group on whose traditional and unceded territories we teach, learn, and live. Welcome, everyone. We have a couple announcements. Trustee Yang.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. As we approach the winter break, the Board of Education wishes to extend. Perhaps I'll just click pause there. Did I continue, Chairperson?
Yes, you can.
Thank you very much. As we approach the winter break, the Board of Education wishes to extend its warmest wishes to our students, families, and staff for a peaceful and joyous winter holiday season. We are deeply fortunate to have such dedicated and passionate students, supportive families, and exceptional staff who contribute to the vibrancy of our educational community. May this holiday season bring you all the joy, relaxation, and quality time spent with loved ones that you deserve. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Sargent?
Thank you very much. The Steveston London Choir is comprised of students in grades 8 to 12 and meets as a club 3 times a week. Steveston London also offers a daily choral class in second semester every year. The group has performed at numerous community and district events, including Jazz Night, the Retired Teachers Association, and the Olympic Oval. In February, the choir will be performing in a special concert with the Richmond Orchestra. The choir recently completed a series of concerts at Lansdowne and Aberdeen Malls on behalf of Crohn's Canada, which raised close to $1,000 in support of Crohn's disease. They are pleased to be here tonight to sing for you. Yay!
Hang on 1 second. One more piece of red tape. Adoption of agenda. Trustees, you have the agenda. Can I get a mover and seconder? Trustee Yang, Trustee Sargent, thank you. All in favor? All right. Now let's get to the good part. Yes.
I have the pleasure this evening of introducing the Steveston London Choir under the direction of Michael Mickelin. Welcome.
Thank you very much. We're happy to be here tonight. We're going to sing a couple of songs for you. The first song the group's going to sing is from the very popular Netflix film K-pop Demon Hunters. We've chosen this song because the lyrics are actually about achieving your potential. So we thought that was a good song to sing for you guys tonight. I've lost power. Sorry. Just working a moment ago.
I was a ghost, I was alone. Ha, 이원진. Ha, is talking. Give me the throne, I didn't know how to believe I was the queen that I meant to be. I lived 2 lives, tried to play both sides, but I couldn't find my own place. All the problems shout, 'cause I got too wild. But now that's how I'm getting paid. It's a gene on stage. I'm done hiding now. I'm shining like I wanna be. We're dreaming hard, we came so far now. I'm believing. Going up, it's all moving. You know together we're glowing. Gonna be golden. Oh, up, it's all golden. Gonna be golden. Gonna be golden. Oh, I'm done hiding now. I'm shining like I want to be. Oh, it's our time, no fears, no lies, that's who we want to be.
Waited so long to break these walls down, to wake up and feel like me. But these patterns all in the past now, and finally live like the girl they all see. No more hiding, I'll be shining like I'm born to be.
'Cause we are hunters' voices, strong and hide away. Believe we're going up. You know together we're going. Gonna be golden. With our voices. Gonna be golden. Gonna be golden. Oh, done hiding now. I'm shining like I wanna be. Oh, it's our time, no fear, no lies, that's who we want to be. Gonna be golden. We're gonna be gonna be going. We're gonna be. You know it's our time, no fear, no lies, that's who we want to be.
We're gonna be glowing. We're gonna be golden.
Ironically, this next song, which is from a famous musical, is the plot line of the musical is about a small town where dancing and music are banned. Right? And this song came from this musical. Well, if you enjoy it, I'm sure you've heard it.
Been working so hard, I'm punching my card. 8 hours for what? Oh, tell me what I've got.
I've got this feeling that I'm just holding me down. I'll hit the ceiling or else I'll drop this time. And I gotta loose. Take off your Sunday shoes. Please, please, pull me off of my knees. Just get back, come on before we crack. You're loose, everybody gotta go loose.
You're playing so cool, obeying every rule. Dig way down in your heart, you're burning, yearning for some.
Somebody to tell you that life ain't passing you by.
Gonna tell you, it will if you don't even try. You can fly if you only balance. Everybody go. Loose. Fly. Foot loose. Foot loose. You've got to turn me around and put your feet on the ground. And I'll take a hold in your song. Here comes our please, please, pull me off of my knee. Jack and back, come on, pull me back. Everybody cut, everybody cut. Everybody cut, everybody cut. Everybody cut, everybody cut, everybody cut for this. Hey! Oh.
Thank you. That's it.
Well, Michael, thank you very much for bringing your gang out here and entertaining us. We do find it very, very, and we are very appreciative that you will take time to come out and sing for us. Trustees, any comments or, Trustee Larson?
Michael, that was amazing. Thank you. And K-Pops, I have just heard for the first time this week, 2 days ago, and I really like that song. You guys were fantastic. The harmony was beautiful. And your talent and the courage and the trust that it takes to do this is really amazing. And thank you for doing Footloose. That's one of my favorites. You're lucky many of us didn't get out there and show you how really good. So thank you very much. What a wonderful way to start our evening.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
All right. Well, that's a nice way to start meeting off.
Would it be possible for them to take their picture with you?
Yeah.
This is a vitamin pipe.
All right, folks. Let's get up.
Oh, no, it's just you, isn't it? You. Really? Right.
Come on, Alice.
I know.
You make later more?
And I think, and Michael is. Yeah, yeah. See you soon. How you doing?
Oh.
Yeah.
Everybody. I heard that. It was so
I got it.
I'm just glad.
Nice. Okay, good job.
That was fun.
We'll be in Aberdeen on Monday, and the sponsor is in support of BC Children's Hospital. So,
Okay.
yeah, just so you guys know what your schools are up to.
Thank you.
I'm not going to read the questions to the public board today. No, you don't have to do not necessary. All right, that was very nice. So presentations, we just had one, no briefs, no special recognition. Questions from the public. Is there anyone who'd like to raise a question? Liz, you're good? Oh. This is gonna go. Executive report, Superintendent Yusi.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Good evening, everyone. Just given the time of year, and I too would like to recognize that the holiday season upon us. The last week of school, next week, as we approach the last week of school, I know that students and families and staff are looking forward to some time to relax with family and friends and loved ones. So I've been visiting schools lately, as I tend to do each week. And one of the things that I'd always like to acknowledge is the incredible work that happens in our schools and the sense of community that I experience each day in our schools. Just yesterday, I had the pleasure of attending a pancake breakfast at Guerrero Elementary School. And it was wonderful to show up before 7 a.m. and have parents and volunteers and staff there, preparing pancakes to serve. And it was just a wonderful celebration of, community. And that's just one example of the many ways in which we celebrate events and build community in our system. So as we approach the final week, I just again want to extend sincere appreciation and gratitude for all the adults who work in this school district, in our schools, in our classrooms, in our central departments that make our system just a wonderful place to work and to live. So on that note, Mr. Chair, just want to thank the board as well for supporting staff and for making sure that we continue to move forward in a good way. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, we have some approval of minutes from prior meetings. There was a record of an in-camera meeting of the board held Wednesday, November 19th, 2025. We had an organizational meeting of the board held Wednesday, November 19th for approval. The minutes are in your package. Unless there's any errors or omissions, I'm looking for a mover and a seconder. Moved by Trustee Sargent, moved and seconded by Trustee Larson. All in favor? Thank you, carried. We also had a regular meeting of the board held Wednesday, November 19th for approval. Package information is in your package. Looking for a mover and a seconder. Trustee Wong moved, seconded by Trustee Sargent. All in favor? All opposed? Thank you. All right, get to some business here. Business arising from prior minutes. We have a strategic plan update, shaping our future together. We have a report from our superintendent, Yusi.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Chair. I know the report is part of the public package. I just thought it's a wonderful opportunity to acknowledge the good work that has been happening in our district since February of this year. We've had the opportunity to work with our partner groups. We've heard from our students, from parents, families at large, and members of the community around the development of the board's development of a new strategic plan to guide our district. That plan, I'm pleased to report that plan is near completion, and we're looking forward to presenting the plan to the board for approval in the new year. But I just wanted to take this opportunity, as captured in the report, to thank everyone who's come together to develop that plan. I know that the board's commitment, which is reflected behind us, focuses on the learner, but we also know that focus happens because we have committed staff And we have families, the cooperation of our families, and certainly our students in making that work happen. So there have been an extensive consultation that has happened. We've heard from all our partner groups. We've heard from the board's direction on this, and certainly from staff. And there have been ample opportunities to gather feedback in that process. Being an iterative process, we're certainly grateful for all the input from all the different partner groups. And as we speak, we're at the point of incorporating, or we've incorporated the feedback from our parents and our communities and our partner groups. And like as I indicated, that plan then, the 2026-2030 strategic plan, will be presented to the board for approval in the new year, and we'll look forward to working with staff and our students and our communities to advance that plan for the next 4 years. So thank you, Mr. Chair. I'll stop there, and we'll be happy to answer any questions from trustees if there are any.
Okay, let's start down on this end. Trustee Sargent, any questions?
Yeah, not a question. I just want to make a comment that I think I'm very thankful for the engagement of all of our partner groups, our students, our staff, just the board members, our senior team. We had a discussion last week again, and it's very clear when I look around the room, everyone is really focused on what will be better for young people. And I just am so pleased that I get to work, play, and live in this wonderful district. And we will just get better from here. And some people may say, wow, it takes so long to write a strategic plan, but all this whole process for a year has been making the strat plan come to life, because all those conversations we're already working on the strat plan. So I'm so appreciative, however long it takes, because those conversations are so rich, and we can start off working as a team together. Once we approve it as just formality, we've already started. And so I really appreciate the intensity that people care in this district. Thank you.
Trustee Yang. Okay. Trustee Tablotny, did you want to say anything regarding this item? All good? Okay. Trustee Larson, do you have anything?
Just to add on Trustee Sargent's wise words, one of the things that's most important to me about the strategic plan and how the collaboration with everybody and the listening that takes place is that hopefully people will see themselves in that plan, and that they have ownership of it. It's the boards bring it forward, but it belongs to everyone. And I think you hear it from people out there in the strategic of that very thing. And I think that's so important. So thank you to everyone.
Trustee Wong, any comments?
Actually, so we have one is 2020 to 2025. Now is one is 26 to 2030. So, we have everything resource and following the priority of the strategic plan. So this is really important and we can get the committee and the partner group and parent students engaged on. This is really transparent for the community. Thank you.
Okay. I'm probably one of those people who go, this is taking a long time. But you know what? The one thing I have to say is the beauty of it taking a long time is we get to spend time with all the different people who are part of the Richmond District family, our partners and so on. And I have to say, when everyone's in the room and we get a chance to talk to people and people you don't normally see, like, to me, that's really part of sort of building. That's part of a strategic plan too, is that we all get together and we all break bread and we all talk about what we're passionate about, which is Richmond public education. So yes, I'm impatient, but I know it's for what we're doing is the right thing, and it's for a very good cause.
Trustee Tablotny.
Trustee Tablotny?
Yeah, sorry, I missed the vote earlier because I couldn't get the mute thing to come up on my iPad. Just wanted to comment on all the work that's gone into this plan. It's just been amazing. And yes, it does take a long time, but it takes a lot of discussion and many heads make a good plan. And so, happy to see it move forward. The last strategic plan served us really well over the last 5 years. That was begun kind of just at the beginning of COVID. And, I think it really worked for us. It's tracked all the way along, and this will be the same. And I think it's been the best thing for our district and especially for our students to, to really move forward with creating student success that we all strive for. So really proud of the work we've done. Anyway, thank you. Should
All
say
right.
mahalo.
Thank you, Trustee Talani. Okay, we're going to move on to the next item, which is our response to unexpected health emergencies / administrative guidelines. Director of Human Resources, Anya?
Rick, thank you. Good evening, everyone. In your package in front of you, you have the report on the response to unexpected health emergencies. On June 30th of 2025, the Ministry of Education and Childcare amended the Support Services for Schools Ministerial Order to include the new response to unexpected health emergencies policy or guidelines in our case, which we are submitting with their approval. These guidelines are separate from the Physical and Health Education 10 curriculum, which includes the training for grade 10 students. These are two separate pieces, so this addresses the ministerial order. The intent of these guidelines are to ensure timely and effective response to unexpected health emergencies that may occur without warning and require immediate action. So the Richmond District has developed administrative guidelines that will ensure both automated external defibrillators or AEDs and naloxone kits are readily accessible and maintained in every school. So this evening, you are receiving the final guidelines that will be submitted to the Ministry of Education and Childcare tomorrow morning. Happy to take any questions.
Right. Why don't we start down this end here? Trustee Wong, do you have any questions?
Don't have any questions.
Okay.
Yes.
Trustee Larson?
Just so that we all understand, so the AEDs and the naloxone kits are readily accessible and maintained in every school. So does every staff member and in the schools know where they're kept and so on and so forth? And what about students?
Thank you through the chair, if I may. Great questions. So all of our kits or boxes where the AEDs and the naloxone are kept are marked with a 3D signage above. They say AED device on them with the arrow pointing down. These boxes are accessible. They are at a height where individuals who may use a chair or a walker for accessibility can still easily and readily access them, and they're barrier free. So there's dimensions that have been included to keep them barrier free, so they are always very visible. Students also know where they are, and part of that annual review, which is included in the guidelines, is to ensure that all staff, the parent community, and students know where these devices are.
Just in addition to that, just for when we have TTOCs come into the school and substitutes for EAs or substitutes in the office, so do they receive something that would then they'd be aware of where they are too, should they need the?
Yeah, absolutely. Great question. So part of our site orientation form, which is completed by any TTOC, EAOC, any other on-call staff, maintenance staff that may come into the building for the first time, completes a site orientation. So this is also to be included in that moving forward.
Well, that's great. Thank you.
Trustee Yang?
Thanks very much, Chairperson. And no questions, simply just because this item's been at the table numerous times at Policy Committee, of which I'm a member. I just wanted to take this opportunity again to say thanks to staff for not only putting together these administrative guidelines, but all the prep work, if you will, that led to the drafting of this. Is as you recall, back in June of 2024, we did say that this is something that we want to do to bring these tools, life-saving tools, to our facilities, and that was really important because without that runway, we would have gotten to this summer where the ministry comes to all 60 school districts to say, you have until December to do this. And by having that work already on the ground, rubber hitting the road, I think that served us very well. So my deep gratitude goes out to staff for this work, as well as to trustees who've backed this from day one. And so, bottom line is, these are common sense tools you see everywhere, and I'm glad that this is now part of our first aid arrangements. And certainly, when it comes to funding, I'm sure each and every one of us will advocate to the education ministry to ensure that those are covered for our district. So, thank you.
No question.
Sergeant? No? Question. Oh, and you know what? Trustee Tablani? Can you go? You have a question? Comment?
No, I don't have a question, just a comment that, I feel like our buildings and the people, the employees and the students, the staff that are in the buildings are much safer because of what we have done here. I'm thankful that the ministry did require these items to be present in the schools, but I'm also thankful to the board for approving it before the ministry required it, because it was just that important, to improve and ensure the safety of everyone in our buildings. And so, the guidelines are well written, and thank you to everybody who's worked on it. And it's taken a lot of time, but we're ahead of the game. I mean, a lot of districts are still trying to figure out how they're going to pay for it. And we made sure that we did it. So kudos to us, and other boards still have a lot of work to do. So I'm thankful. Anyway, that's it for me.
Thanks, Tablani. Just a question. I mean, hopefully we're never going to have to use this equipment, but if we do we have like a set documentation process, like forms, everything, and so that we're able to track how often this goes on, and the situation that arose or whatever, and
Right. Yeah. Thank you. Good question. Yeah, absolutely. So for the AEDs, anytime that they are used, the paramedics are called. And so the process then with the paramedics is we connect with MediQuest. We receive the cardiac report. So that would then go to them, that they would provide to the hospital or wherever the individual is taken. So we do connect with them to find out that information, and then they know it's been used. We immediately need to have it serviced right away. We are informed at the board office whenever a device has had to be used. Same with the naloxone. If anything is used, it is reported to us right away. We then replace.
I know this has been asked, but what's the shelf life of the equipment that we purchased?
So the naloxone is about 3 years, and then we have annual maintenance of the AED devices.
All right, great, wonderful. Any more questions, comments? Trustee Wong?
My question is that, the company of the naloxone and the AED is locked, right? You said the company is locked?
The boxes are alarmed. So they have an alarm that rings when they're opened. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Comment?
Trustee Sargent?
Yeah, thank you, and appreciate the amount of work, et cetera. Just the comments around the funding. I think there are places and districts in the province that can afford to put this money out for naloxone kits and AEDs. And so I think as trustees, provincially, we should all be advocating for continuous funding. And we know we're going to have some, difficulties next year. So I would just really applaud and, suggest we, ST38 board really advocate strongly for ongoing funding for this, not only for ourselves, but also for all young people in the province. So I look to perhaps there might be an AGM motion that's coming. I'm not quite sure, but I think we need to stay on the mark. Thank you.
Thank you. Good point. Okay. Thank you. We have no new business. Questions from the public? No more questions for the year? 7C. Oh, 7C, sorry, committee appointments. In your package, the appointments have been made and they're effective January 1st. This will continue on till October because there's no point switching in September when there's an election coming up in October, and who knows who will be here after that day. But anyway, so the appointments have been made and they are in your package for the public information.
I just had a question.
Yes.
Just a question, and maybe just to reaffirm with staff this list, because I think it's really hard for staff. They think we might be still on a committee and we're not. So just moving forward, if staffs know that we either need to be added to the Zoom list or the calendar list, or what's the next step as far as setting agendas and things like that. Thank you.
Right. Okay, if there's no more questions from the public, our standing committee reports. Audit committee, chairperson believes is not here, but the chairperson, Vice Chair David Yang is here.
Thanks very much, Chairperson. The next meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, January 6, 2026 at 3:30.
Okay, I got to make one update here. Trustee Belize will still be gone, apparently. So Superintendent UC told me that it would be moved to February 10th. Okay. Education Committee. Trustee Wai?
Thanks very much, Chairperson. The next meeting is scheduled for Wednesday, January 14th, 2026 at 6 p.m.
Okay, and I'm chairing the Facilities and Building. Minutes of meeting held November 5th or attached for information. Meeting was held on December the 3rd. The next meeting is scheduled for Wednesday, January 7th at 4:30. Finance and Legal, Trustee Wong.
Thank you, Chairman. The next meeting is scheduled for Wednesday, January 14, 2026 at 10 a.m.
Okay, thank you. Trustee Tablani, Policy Committee.
Yeah, I think I'm unmuted. Hang on. Yep. The next meeting is Monday, January 12th at 11 a.m.
Thank you. Board Committee and Representative Reports. Council Board Liaison Committee. Any reps from that committee?
We already reported last week.
Okay. BCSTA. We want to get a report.
The trustee academics was held on November 27 and 29, 2025 at Western Bay Shore, Vancouver. So that's a really useful for the trustee to learn from the in the BCSTA. Yeah, and all the trustees are really enjoyable. Thank you.
Thank you.
I would like.
Yes, Trustee Sargent.
Yeah, I would like to make some comments about the academy.
Got lots of time. Let's go.
Oh, wow. No, the academy was really incredible, I felt. The pre-conference was around Indigenous issues. Finesse put on a forum, a workshop on Indigenous issues update, and they really brought forward some numbers around attendance throughout the province that are really unconscionable and alarming, and our work with Indigenous young people must continue. So that was really good, and to be with others to talk about Indigenous work. To be drummed in by Elder Joe was fantastic. And I participated, I'm not sure if others did, with cedar weaving, which was, of course, it's a whole ceremony, so it was absolutely fantastic. And then we had 6 concurrents on really hot topics, so I thought those were really good. And I just want to highlight one. I attended the BC Lions program that they have and they've had it going on with schools for over 10 years, and it's about speaking up and not being a bystander. And I've gone to the games and I've seen the updates, but to hear that they have reached like 365,000 young people across the province and giving young people examples of how, like, situational things and how they're at a party and just gender violence and how to deal with something that you see and what you should do, and giving them tips and how to be a really good bystander, which means not be a bystander, but be safe. And I was so impressed with the commitment of a group, I'll just say a group, to not only, I think they have 10 programs that are helping young people, and to have that consistency, and it's not a one-off. It was very impactful for me that, as we know, there are so many community groups that are doing really good work. And to hear those numbers and to hear the impacts of a community association saying it takes a village was very impactful. And I'm very thankful for BCSTA, obviously, for putting on Pro-D, because we just always walk away with something that we learn, and really appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, thank you. BCPC, I think Trustee Blotny, anything you want to report?
Yeah, no, just that I will be attending the annual general meeting for January 29th.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we have no correspondence. Before we adjourn, I once again want to thank everyone for all they've done this year, and I hope in the next little while you have a nice holiday break and spend time with family and friends and go do fun things and enjoy life. So I don't get in trouble here. So, Merry Christmas. To my Jewish friends, Happy Hanukkah. To my African friends, Happy Kwanzaa. For my Buddhist friends, Happy Bodhi Day. And my friends in China and East Asia, oh, this is going to be good. Dongji Kuai. All right. And for my Japanese friends, Yo Otashi O. My Mexican and Latin American friends, Feliz Posados.
No.
Okay. And for my ancient Rome friends, which I didn't know if I had any, but I guess maybe if I did, I'd be saying Lo Saturnalia. And for my Hindu friends, Pancha Ganapati, Happy Pancha Ganapati. And of course, for my Steinfeld friends, Happy Festivus. Whatever you celebrate, whether it's your birthday, your anniversary, or whatever, I hope you have a great day on that day. And what? Debbie.
Just me, I was going to add Malik Kaliki Maka from Hawaii.
Very good.
Yeah.
Nice way to end it off.
Yeah.
And once again, everyone, thank you very much. And we'll start this all again next year in a couple of weeks, few weeks. And anyways, have a great holiday, and we'll see you in January.
Move adjournment.
Thank you. Moved by Trustee Yang, seconded by Trustee Sargent. All right, folks. Oh, God, it's not even 8 o'clock.
All in favor.
All in favor.